Okay, we are back in the zone, and the CDC wants the public to know more about the use of antibiotics. They are kicking off U.S. Antibiotic Awareness Week Monday. Here's the thing. We know about superbugs. We know about antibiotic resistance. People are getting sick more so. The use of antibiotics are prevalent, and while they're good, they can also have some issues. So for that and why we should be talking about this, we've got Dr. David Shaker with us now to tell us about this antimicrobial resistance created by antibiotics. What do we know, Dr. Shaker?
Let's start with the simplest thing. Marina, Joe, please repeat this after me. Antibiotics do not kill viruses.
Antibiotics do not kill viruses.
They kill bacteria.
They do. You got it, Marina. You don't even need my help anymore.
Go.
Antibiotics only kill bacteria. Let's talk about this simply, okay? What is the percentage of upper respiratory infections that are caused by viruses? 80 to 90%. Yet when the patient comes to the doctor and tells them they've got this upper respiratory issue, about 50% of patients walk out with antibiotics. So Joe comes in to me next week after the sleep out. He was sleeping out in the cold under 6 feet of snow. He comes in, he's telling me he's got some fatigue, he's got some congestion, a little bit of a mild fever. We have a back and forth conversation. I decide it's viral, okay? And the numbers do err in that side. And that starts the conversation. If Joe tells me he wants antibiotics, he wants to nip it in the bud, he wants to get ahead of it, he's got something going on, then a lot of times you'll see the doctors do give that antibiotic, and it's not for significant value.
So like a Z-Pack, right? Like that would be something that is like, I have a cold, I don't know if it's a virus, maybe it's bacterial, give me something. And then oftentimes, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, what we're seeing is the virus is running its course, the antibiotic's doing nothing but messing up your gut and everything else for a potential second time when you have an actual bacterial infection, and this antibiotic's just not going to cut it.
So in medicine, amongst docs, we call Z-Packs vitamin Z, sorry. Implying that we know that patients think it's changing a lot, but we know it's doing very, very little for the actual infection. On the tail end, it's doing a lot in terms of side effects, like you said, affecting the biome, changing your gut. And when you change your gut biome, that's particular to you, Joe, it'll take between 3-6 months just to get that back functioning the way your biome functions. Wow. You can take probiotics and you can try to broad spectrum improve it. The truth of the matter is your biome is particular to you. It helps prevent you from infections, you from different gut issues. And when we just arbitrarily give antibiotics without any value, we're causing a lot more harm than we are benefit.
So it's a placebo. It's basically just a placebo.
Look, there's this, the CDC has this wonderful slogan that they came out with. They say, fighting antibiotic resistance, it takes all of us, right? It takes a village. Because when you come to look at the responsibility, is it on the doc who's trying to help you and give you what you feel that you need? He doesn't want to discredit what you're saying. On the same token, the patient's coming in insisting that they really want to get ahead of this infection. They've got a wedding to go to. They've got something to do this coming weekend, and they're insisting on the antibiotic. And the truth of the matter is, if they don't get it from one doc, usually they go down the street to the urgent care and they may get it from the next. So we have to get together and we have to make sure that we're doing this collectively.
This is...
All right.
I don't like what I'm hearing, Doc. I think there's a broader conversation about medicine here in our country. We'll talk about that maybe some other time. In the meantime, it is
you want to sell me a placebo? You want to prescribe?
No, I don't want to give it to you, Joe.
No,
hold on, Joe. That you get something for your sleep out. I want you to get that hat. It will be cold this coming weekend, all right? So we'll look out for you, okay, from our group.
Thank you. And a scarf. Thank you, Dr. Shaker.